Ever since I was just a sperm cell doing cartwheels through my dad's nutsack, I've been collecting shower thoughts. For 17 years I have written down every retarded idea which has dared drag its ass across my plane of imagination, and this obsession with my own fantasies has cost me everything and everyone I love. My wife left with full custody of the fridge. Now I just feed myself by licking the floor and praying to the only god I know I'll somehow absorb protein. Sometimes I gaze at the sunrise and wonder if I really have hit rock bottom, but then I tell myself to look on the bright side. What I'm trying to say is, no matter how fucked in the head you are, at least you're not Brian Silva, who literally gets fucked in the head every single day by his prison daddy.
The word faggot in German just means an instrument. Which is kind of weird, actually, now that I think about it.
You could probably play a gay as an instrument, couldn't you? You know, I imagine if there's a gay that's, like, taking it in the butt enough, you could probably play him like a flute.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
I've only got 3 vertebrae, so every time I want to suck my own dick, you just hear crack, 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 and that's it.
So what are you guys on about?
And then your mom knows that you're doing this.
She hears the 3 cracks from behind my bedroom door, and she starts pounding on the door, saying, "Are you fucking sucking your dick again? I told you to cut that shit out." I have to, like, get under the covers and hide.
That's awesome.
What has 2 legs and is red all over?
Must be you.
Girls.
Half a cat.
I do have obviously a father. I mean, how else did I get fucking born?
So we have to black community in the US.
I don't know.
I have a confession to make. I was actually born in a test tube in a laboratory, under the supervision of the USA government.
Holy
Nice.
fucking hell, man.
They call me the greatest success that ever came out of stem cell research in history.
Oh,
You ever came into a water balloon until it's about the size of a grapefruit, tied it up, and then, walked into a gynecologist appointment uninvited and thrown the cum balloon directly into the shaft of her pussy?
It's like toss it in like a stone, like you're skipping out on a lake.
All the sperm, like, explode out and start instinctively crawling up her vag like dehydrated mermaids.
Holy shit.
Sounds like a really fucked up superhero.
Your mom is so fat that she was on TLC's My 600 Pound Life and had to go through years worth of surgery. You guys know that there was a 9-year-old kid that got his dick stuck in a fidget spinner and his parents had to call emergency services?
Oh,
wait, what?
fuck.
How?
Yeah, I saw this on
That's a pretty
Donut
small
Operator's
dick.
Twitter. Yeah.
What the fuck? How does that work?
I don't know. I don't get how that even happens. I mean, I guess if you put it on and then you get a stiffy and you can't take it off, but like at that point I just say, think about Fitz's content, you'll go flaccid in a second.
You know what?
Yeah, you like that, Russ?
Sorry. Jesus, Rack, what the fuck?
What's the worst thing you
Got a
guys have ever
blast.
eaten?
The worst thing I've ever eaten?
Yeah.
Isn't there supposed to be one
Ass.
Ass.
A dollar
Straight
bill.
up, dude. Fucking ass.
MM
Oh, I see it.
underscore
I see it.
dead.
I see it.
Here you go.
I got it.
Round of applause to Fitz.
got it.
Pat on the back. Gold medal.
I don't have a back. Joke's on you, nerd.
Shit. You don't have a back? What are you, like Ricky Berwick?
Fucking hell.
If you live in the future, why didn't you warn us about 9/11?
Because I fucking secretly hate you.
There's people that actually thought that.
Yeah, like President Bush like calls up the Australian Prime Minister. Like,
He's like, what the hell, man?
Why did Tim throw the clock out the window?
why?
Because it reminded him of Arnold Clark, the man who was convicted of knife raping his wife.
You can't use that because it's fucking Norm Macdonald.
I
But
actually feel like I was gonna fucking die because I just like exhaled and I couldn't breathe back in.
Maybe if you had an autistic dad, you'd turn out autistic too because your dad thinks that your mother's pregnant stomach is like a big red button that you're supposed to press.
It's kind of unpleasant to think about.
I knew that Cloud9 was going to win the major because they have 9 players. It's kind of unfair.
No, Raccoon, that's their name. They have 5
What?
players.
Shut up, bitch.
Damn it! I killed the block! Fuck! I literally want to scream so loud and break every window in my fucking neighborhood.
Jeez, Gavin, you sure get really mad at CS. What's up with that?
What about all the times when you get mad?
They didn't even. Oh shit!
I knew he was behind me!
Fuck!
I thought
No!
Alright, trust me. Go push lower, rush.
Fuck!
You're...
you ever see a pair of titties?
Yeah, several times in 1080p.
Were they your own?
Go fuck yourself, motherfucker. I'm not studying now. Fuck your dad too, you stupid. Probably because your dad don't get a fucking hearing aid, stupid bitch, motherfucker. Shut the fuck up, motherfucker.
You sound like you smoke a pack of Newport 100s every day.
I warned you.
You muted the wrong person.
I am so glad.
Yeah, because I can afford them, but you can't because you're broke, motherfucker!
Jesus Christ!
He's so mad.
I'm in the bathroom running a bath. Hold on, okay?
Play CSGO, you fucking autistic asshole!
I am gonna play CS. I'm gonna play in the bath.
Bro, this one time I poured a bunch of alcohol down an anthill and then I watched them all start beating their queen.
What the fuck?
The reason Stephen Hawking died is because he tried to overclock his wheelchair.
No way.
He tried to upgrade to Windows 10 and then his hard drive corrupted.
Is that a thing that happens? Oxygen.
He tried to install a free version of Windows 10.
Switch to Apple.
He tried to crack Ubuntu.
He drove too far away from the wall and the cord got unplugged.
He's still not.
He drove too far away.
He turned off his VPN.
Somebody DDoSed his piss bag.
Towelhead, dothead, raghead, go fucker, back, chink, zipperhead, goose, blue gums, Velcro head, coon, porch monkey. Yeah, you're a fucking honky cracker, aren't you? Fuck you, motherfucker. Go fuck your cousin.
How old's your father? And what year was he born?
My dad is 12 years old.
Susie, do you have a father?
That's pretty hot.
I'm 14.
Paraplegic? Isn't that just a plegic that can fly?
Sue me, bro.
I got killed by the guy eating a giant olive.
I'll suck your dick.
Why are you just like offering to suck everybody's dick?
Why are you continuously saying he's into that, dude?
Do you want some surfing lessons?
Yes, please. I'll pay 50 shekels a piece.
You don't have to pay me anything. All you have to do is let my buddy over here suck your dick.
I'll suck your dick, you do.
Deal. Beautiful.
How many people in here in high schools?
Like
Did
attending
anyone
one or
have,
just like going to one for fun?
Attending.
At my school we didn't have lockdowns, we just had special ed security breaches.
I met a guy with 1 million subscribers on Roblox, it was pretty fun.
Did he try to touch you? Who walked in front of me? I'm so sorry.
Oh, fuck, he's behind me.
Oh, shit. Who walked in front of me? Oh,
wow.
I'm so fucking sorry.
Oh, I'm so
That's my
sorry.
bad. I just want to apologize to you.
Oh, did I drop my grenade on you? I'm so sorry. Oh, it was an accident. It was an accident. Oh, I can't see. You know what? It's okay. It was an accident. Oh, wow. I can't believe you did that. Alright, back to me, and it looks like we are going to be fucking up that pistol round there, but that's alright because with the power of almonds and walnuts, anything is possible. Back to you, walnuts.
That was nuts. Back to you, almonds.
And almonds is going to be taking down Ethan in a fucking intense gunfight. Getting that frag, feeling amazing, really moving the game forward here. What do you think about that frag, walnuts?
That was nuts. Back to you, almonds.
Fuck walnuts.
Thank you. That is all I wanted to hear. Almonds are the superior nut. Who's with me? Why'd you just hold down your mic and do nothing? What the fuck? It's like you hear that and you stir.
It's like you stir. I'm sorry that happened to you. That's
Alright,
pretty
I'm going through a crisis right now. I can't handle the fact that my grandpa is now a muffin. And here you are talking about the fact that Speckles is a fucking mole. Do you think I care right now, kid? I don't fucking care. I'm reading his eulogy and crying. On his gravestone, they're gonna engrave, "He was a muffin." How do you think that makes me feel?
Must suck.
There's 7 viewers. Someone's streaming.
Yeah, probably the retard with the voice changer.
I just say some things you have a voice changer.
I don't like that word.
You are so adorable, Yellow. I gotta say. You seem like the kind of fucking retard that would try to help a car cross the street, to be honest.
It's a fucking feels bad moment whenever you call the suicide hotline number and then just fucking logic picks up.
My grandma shot herself.
Wait, so who just said they're
You can't laugh at that.
Sounds right now.
That's a pretty song.
I'm really sorry to hear that your grandma I can't do it.
Are you not sorry?
What the hell, dude?
Do you think you could jerk off 3 people at once with a bowling ball? There's no joke, I'm just giving you all my pistol.
Oh.
There you go. What if they keep updating the Apple logo every like 30 years to take another bite out of the apple, and then by the time it's like 2200, their logo is just a fucking apple core?
What happens when it gets to the apple core? Where do they go from there?
I don't know, they start sucking on the stem?
Sucking on the stem? What the fuck?
3 Jews walked into a bar. I lied. It was the gas chambers.
I bet you all put your gum on the top of the desk.
Then I lied.
A specific ocean.
Alright, Tom. I'm going to sleep.
Alright, catch you later.
Do you want to read me a bedtime story, maybe? Oh, do you have Where the Wild Things Are?
Where the Wild Things Are?
Yeah, I want that.
You want that? Alright, let me get it. Where the Wild Things Are. Morris Sendak.
Oh, yes.
The knight wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. That very night in Max's room a forest grew and grew and grew, until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around, and an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day, and in and out of weeks and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws, till Max said, "Be still," and tamed with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once, and they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all, and made him king of all wild things. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." "Now stop," Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely, and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around him, from far away, across the world, he smelled good things to eat, and he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We'll love you so." And Max said no. The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye, and sailed back over a year, and in and out of weeks, and through a day, and into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot.
Is that the end?
The end.
Thank you
Holy
very
shit,
much.
that was amazing. That actually made me really tired, to be honest.
I'm gonna sleep like a fucking baby.
I got fucking tired reading that, bro.
I can tell.
Do everything you feel!
Oh, yes.
My jam.
Oh, it's the remix too. Keep an eye on me, boys. Ready?
What?
What is Schmilf?
Notorious, next time you play with Schmitty, don't even call him Schmitty, just call him Schmlef.
Schmlef. I'm gonna be a flump. Flargus. I'm gonna be Tizflint.
What? No.
What if like all of these words that we're making our names are like secretly curse words in another language?
Yeah. Oh, you fucking pushy splunk.
Someone.
Bro, Notorious. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm sorry, you're streaming on Twitch. I forgot.
Mr. Quarth, Mr. and Mrs. Quarth.
Quarth. Oh shit.
Fludge flop.
Schmitty is.
Kank.
Yo.
Krilp. Keep it together, boys. Keep it together.
Krilp.
Krilp. Why is it getting louder? Oh my god.
You ever heard a sound and you're like, I can't put my finger on it. Or my ears.
Oh hey, I can do that sound with my belly button too.
No, I'm repeating easy. One's lower, lower, come behind you guys, come behind you guys, lower. Got him. What are you laughing so hard? I feel like I missed the joke here. I was trying too hard. So I say it again. Upper, any help?
Let's see if we can get a new high score here. He is going to make it past where he fucked up, but he's going to fuck up on the very next ramp. That is a true shame. Paulie, he's got to make it here if he wants to impress his crowd. We can actually see in the audience his mom and dad are so embarrassed from his surfing skills that they have now packed their bags and are leaving the stadium. And we can actually see his wife, also in the bleachers, has now taken off her wedding ring, thrown it on the ground, and has also left the stadium. As far as Paralympic surfing goes, he's pretty much out of the league at this point. All the referees and casters are now just looking at each other, wondering what the fuck is going on. We can actually see the referee now coming out onto the field, trying to tackle Paulie as he tries to surf. He's flashing a red card, waving it back and forth. He's now tackled Paulie and dragged him off of the ramp.
What is this, rugby?
You know how pro-lifers try to convince pregnant women to not abort their fetus by like showing them ultrasounds and like pictures of the life? I feel like they should do the same thing with guys, just like stick a tube up their urethra and show them the sperm floating around their sack. Okay, so now I'm watching a video of somebody rolling a cigarette with their feet, and their toenails are fucking disgusting. Whoever is playing Rick Roll into the mic, I want to say you're a comedy genius. And I can even hear my own voice through your microphone.
It's pretty nice.
Now the music's gone and I can hear his electric flytrap in the background.
You know.
Yeah, sounds like somebody's Steam messaging me. I spank myself. We've got a member of the audience being extremely noisy here. Security, can you please escort him out?
No! Why?
And now that Paulie has been dragged out of the stadium, we're now going to be moving to this halftime show, so I'm going to pass things off to my co-caster, Nitro, here. How are things looking today? What do you have to say about this this game that we've just watched here, Nitro?
We saw some incredible plays by Paulie right there. What do you think about that first play when he killed those two guys?
Fuck back Tatum.
Yeah, definitely. That was very hard to watch as he actually whipped a pistol out of his back pocket while he was surfing and shot two members of the audience. I saw an old lady pushing a baby in a stroller. She looked pretty blind and deaf, so I just replaced it with a baguette wearing a fucking tutu.
Hey, I just want to say, Swagger Souls, I just want to fuck you so hard that my cock will go so far down your throat.
Alright, kid, listen, every time you press down your microphone key, I can literally hear the sweat falling off your fat ass and hitting the floor. Alright. So how does she, what does she, like, just get barefoot and mash the potatoes with her feet?
No. Nah. She get naked.
She gets naked.
Tomato, same thing. And she roll around.
Okay, so she rolls around on the okay, like a rolling pin, yeah?
No, like a fucking meatball.
Okay. Okay, Hey, Polly, do you think it'd be possible for somebody to commit suicide by hanging themselves with a pasta noodle?
Only if they spill a hot cup of coffee on their ass. Olive Garden is a fucking bad place.
You'd probably hang yourself with an Olive Garden breadstick. Those are pretty thick and sturdy.
Yeah, what you gonna do?
I am not Warel.
You're not get wrecked.
I am get wrecked. Read the fucking name. Adjust your context.
I was giving an answer. It doesn't have to be a complete sentence.
Yeah, it does.
What are you saying, random white guy? I seriously can't understand what you're saying at all.
The answer doesn't
Literally
have to
all
be
I hear is
sentence, but that doesn't change it from it not being a sentence.
A couple of years ago, my dad turned his ex-wife's GPS into like Wookiee noises. So all of the directions were just like.
Alright, pretend you're a guy in a really dark alleyway wearing a very long trench coat past your knees, and say the following. Hey kid, you wanna buy some glow sticks?
Hey kid, you wanna buy some glow sticks?
Have you guys ever broken a glow stick over your knee and then drank the contents?
Nope.
It's the equivalent of taking 13 shots of alcohol.
My shit was neon for the rest of the week.
That's bad.
That's true. My dad drank a glow stick, now he's a neon Nazi. Nice to meet you, Rek. I watch you. Oh yeah? On YouTube? No, through your window.
I know this guy.
I watch you through its videos.
I watch you through John on the Radio videos. I think it's so nice that there's a bunch of homeless people on my block that just set out guitar cases of free money.
Yeah. Were there bite marks out of it?
What in your Burger King dumpster is somebody else's dildo?
Did you just ask if there was a bite taken out of the dildo?
What?
Gosh dang it, man. Why would you ask that?
Hey, Raccoon. This song is about how you have an obsession with
No, small we got
Okay.
Oh shit!
It's like Angel's the type of dude to secretly like tiny meter.
Take it away. You go first.
Oh shit! All right. It was my first day in middle school. I walked into the bathroom to take a leak, and I stepped into one of the two urinals, and somebody else was to my left. And I looked over and I saw their dick, and it was love at first sight. I was like, Jesus Christ, you know, I'm not the only one on this sad, cold earth that has one of those between their legs. You know, maybe this isn't such a terrible world after all. And I reach over, I put my hand on his shoulder, and I say, hey, you and me, you know, we both have dicks. Do you want to, like, exchange dick pics sometime? And he was like, fuck yeah, dog, here's my snap. Later that day I go home, I'm on the bus, you know, I'm not even talking to my friends, I'm busy looking at my phone, checking out all these amazing-ass dick pics he's sending me, and I can barely keep it together. I'm just so happy. Take it away, Agent.
Oh, yeah. Send me your dick pics and let's not focus on how old you are. I just need a quick nut in your face. Send me your dick pics and let's ride that hard ass dick. I just need a quick nut in your face. At times I wonder why I fool with you, but you are gay for me, I am gay for you, obviously. I didn't want to fall for it, gather my saliva, blow it all on you. So don't take advantage, don't leave my fucking dick out, and just suck on my dick till I fucking come all over on you, yeah. So won't you send me your dick pics, and let's not focus on how old you are. I just need a quick nut in your face. Send me your dick pics and let's ride that hard ass dick. I just need a quick nut in your face and take it away, Raccoon.
Later that day, there I am on my bed. I'm kicking my legs back and forth like an excited little girl, looking at my phone, just scrolling through all his dick pics that he sent me. My mom walks in my room and asks me what I'm doing, and she sees my phone and she sees what I'm looking at, and she says, "Jesus Christ, what are you doing, son?" She takes my phone out of my hands and she confiscates it. And all of a sudden, I have no phone, and I'm thrust back into the cold, harsh reality of life, with no dick pics to keep me company. And I shake my head, and a single tear falls down my cheek, and it all seems hopeless. But then all of a sudden, I hear a tap on my window, and I open it, and it's my friend that I met at the urinal. And he hands me a printout picture of his dick, and he says, "Here you go. You know, you don't need a phone for that shit, alright? I've got you covered, fam." I take that paper, I snatch it right up, and I just start looking at those beautiful pixels on that paper. And I say, "You're right, you know? I don't need a phone. You're right. Technology? I don't need technology for a dick pic. This is all I really need." And I say, "Yo, you got any more, fam?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure thing. Hold up, let me go to my car." He opens his trunk, he pulls out a huge stack of files, fucking bigger than the dictionary. He hauls all that shit up to my window, he throws it in a pile, it just fucking flies everywhere. Shit looks like when those envelopes flew through the mail slot in the Harry Potter movies. So that's how many dick pics I've got printed out now, and I'm just looking at them all one by one, and I cannot contain my joy. My mom is not going to be happy about this one. Take it away, Asian.
Take a look at my scrapbook dick pics. Yeah. Swipe, 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 swipe on that fucking grinder. I just need a fucking loving face. Swipe, 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 swipe on that grinder. I just need a quick nut in your face.
Holy shit.
Gotta tell ya.
Fuck out here. I'm like Aussie out here. Ariana Grande, is that you?
Right, coming right at her to stick it.
Ariana Grande, is that you?
Don't steal my jokes.
I just made it better, honestly.
Oh, nice. I see how it is, man. Fucking suck your dick.
I can make it even better.
Is that Mariah Carey?
Yo, is that Mariah Carey?
Right. Coming right at it.
What's that, Mariah Carey?
Is that Michael Jackson?
That boy did, man. I shot that boy right in the
This has been a great
Asian Styles, my guy.
Wow, that was something.
That was something.
Oh yeah, that's right. I need to go through and get stage
Asian
times
Styles,
because
can you
Beehive.
beatbox for me? I'm gonna come out to my parents.
Asian, if you had handed it back to me again, I would have said my mom came in with a flamethrower, burned all the dick pics, and then he got through to me again by shining a picture of dick in the sky like a bat signal.
Oh my god, so damn gay.